Oh, it's cold. So cold. You know, back in the day when I first got on the internet, when I first got on networks, period, that speed would have been like crazy. They'd have told me, oh my God, that shit is so amazingly fast. But today, that's what I'm using on public network or publicly available. Now, guys, I'm not saying any of this saying you gotta make things hard on yourself. Hey, man, build your shit the way you want to build your shit. But you should be able to pretty much build something on your own. Like building the tools. It's like tooling in manufacturing. You gotta build the tools to build the product. I'm currently in the building the tools stuff. So first, you gotta know what you want. You know, that's here's the thing. The beginning of all this, I remember I was in Austin and somebody stopped me while I was walking down the street. They didn't stop me. We were standing at a like crosswalk, and they just looked at me and went, "You know, the thing is, Max, bending reality is the easy part. You know what the fuck you want? That sometimes takes a lifetime. So, first things first, know what you want. Second things first. Second things first. Second thing, after you know what you want, ask yourself first principle questions. Is it possible according to the laws of nature? If it is, then what's preventing it from happening? And go from there. Sometimes it's possible according to the laws of nature. You want to kill people, but not possible according to the laws of culture. Different thing. And that's what you have to go through. You just got to go through that process with whatever you want. And that's what I did. So here we are using a public network because I know what I want. And I am building the tools to build what I want. I have a clear picture of the end result. That's all I have. Everything in between, the how, that's not my job. My job is just to take the next logical step. And the next logical step is I got to put together these tools and start building the financial backing because I want to play in America first. I want to build the financial base that will maintain this basically forever. Well, according to paperwork, the next 153 to 300 years. That's how far. I'm not even going to be here to receive dividends from what I'm building right now. But that's how cool it is to me. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do this. Like I know, like my great great grandpa that planted a mahogany tree outside of our house back home knew he wasn't going to be here to use use that tree. But the day my grandpa, myself, and my uncles took down that tree, we built what is now our entire home back home and supplied everybody with enough lumber to build what they needed up to this day, to the current present day. And that was in late 80s, early 90s when I was a kid. I cannot imagine what my grandfather saw before he passed away. Anyway, so tools in the way. Here's the thing: you don't have to give out your personal information to build anything. Build stuff on your own. Like if you want to use AI, so-called large language models, download them and use them on your own hardware, so you don't give out your ideas to anyone, or don't give out your questions and your frame of mind to any corporation. Download that stuff and build everything from scratch. I am 630, 31, 32 megs into 900 megabyte freaking download. But I will show you once it's done how you can use a large language model offline. If you guys feel like looking at it. But like I said, this speeds used to be crazy. Like back in the 80s and 90s, this was crazy speeds. I'm doing that wirelessly while carefully monitoring all my stuff. And I'm doing this on total $200 worth of hardware. All the software is free. Now, this coffee is more expensive than all the software I'm using on this computer. That means that the arbitrage of us building this, we can charge any amount we want after it's built. That's how software companies work, guys. So once it's built, oh no, once we build this, then the idea, and I'm gonna tell you the idea because ideas are a dime a dozen. How many people execute on those ideas? So here's the idea. I'm going to build all these open source tools into this laptop, right? I'm going to get the laptop at a discount. I'm going to put the whole system in where everybody can purchase one complete. Or they can come follow this channel and build every last one of the things I'm selling. But I'm going to sell you this for a stupid amount of money. I'll say like it'll cost you $28,000 for a laptop that has multiple large language models on it that you can fuck with, never have to update, air gap from a network. It answers all your questions and you can feed it your own documents. And then, how much is that worth? Yeah, I'll charge $30,000 for it. Or you can just come and watch and build it for free. Or find somebody that builds it for you for less. But guess what? For me, I'm going to charge way over $50,000 for a laptop. And I'm going to smile and go home. And you know what? At any time, any of those people that buy my laptop call me, I'll show up and I'll come out. That's what I'll provide my personal thing. So here's the thing: not everybody's going to be able to apply it. I gotta know you. It's going to be exclusive. You gotta have a reason to want to be private. And I'm not accepting cash. I will accept I'm kidding. I will accept cash only, or Bitcoin, or ETH. Anyway, this has been fun, but we got a minute left, and I'm going to show you guys something, right? I'm once it's complete, I'll show you everything, and then wait, hold on. Oh, we're almost there. 39 seconds. All right, check this out, guys. It's almost done. Almost done. Mm-mm. Sorry about the mess. I spilled something and I had to clean it up. All right. All right, here we go. Success. But first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys this. All right, I'm going to turn. Notice connected to an iPhone because I had to build a separate network to do this. Now, disconnected. Now, just to prove it, let's prove it here. Oh, look at this. He says it has network, but the reality is it's got a cache. Let's reload it. Let's go to www.google.com. Notice took a problem. Internet connection not there, right? Let's see. Notice this is the same window I opened Firefox with. Well, there you go. Now you notice same window. Now, still no network. We're gonna go. What's this? Good afternoon. What is primary directive? Really? Your primary directive is to provide me. Okay. Oh, by the way, notice it's still doing that. using all the processing power, and still no network connection. All right. Anyway, that was a nice little demo while we're out here in public doing that. So we got a large language model working off of a public network, well, semi-public. We just access to the public Wi-Fi. We downloaded and ran a large language model. $120 worth of hardware. Not too shabby for a stoner, eh? Love y'all. Peace.